Okay, let's continue in Mishlei. Two quick Pesukim, famous Pasuk as well, which we say on Chanukah. This is Perek Daled, Pasuk Yudchet. Ve'olach Tzadikim ke'or noga, holech va'or ad nechon hayom. The ways of the Tzadikim are like a light that shines. It goes and it gets stronger throughout the day. I'll explain the next Pasuk and then we'll give the Gaon of Vilna's explanation. Derech Reshaim, but the ways of the wicked, ka'afelah, like the darkness. Lo yadeu b'mei kashelu. They don't know what they're bumping into. So the explanation here is that just like in the daytime when the sun comes out, it's the sun, but it's very dark, and the sun starts slowly, and as the day progresses, it gets lighter and lighter, and then the sun sets. But it doesn't come in. It's not like a light switch that turns on and off. It's still dark outside. It's mixed with the darkness, so to speak, and it gets lighter and lighter until it gets the middle of the day, the lightest, and then it diminishes. So too at tzaddik, there's levels of tzaddikim. He says that there's 7 levels of tzaddikim, like the 7 levels of Gan Eden, and he says that a tzaddik keeps on growing and growing and growing. And says also that if a person's growing throughout his age, that's why tzaddikim are compared to old wine that gets better and better with time. So to tzaddikim, when they get older and older, people run to the old tzaddikim because they've been doing this for a long time. They've been growing and growing and growing for such a long time, and they become greater and greater and greater. And the opposite is for the Reshaim. Reshaim, he also says that just as there's 7 levels of Gehinam, there's also 7 levels of Reshaim. But the Reshaim are in the darkness the whole time. And when someone's in the dark, they bump into things. So what does he mean by bumping into things? He says that sometimes, unfortunately, they're so stooped in their wickedness or in the averot, they don't even know anymore that what they're doing is an averah. Let's say they're so used to eating not kosher, it's part of their life. They're so used to eating without brachot, it's part of their life. So, but it's unfortunately becomes part of them, and they're bumping into things in a way not even knowing. And just to end, here it says orach tzadikim and derech reshaim, and this again is the explanation that orach is a smaller street, derech is a bigger street. That unfortunately the way it is tzadikim. There's less tzadikim than there are reshaim, and we want to try being on the path of the tzadikim. And even though the derech reshaim is a wide street, there's a lot of them, but they're not learning, and they're still in the dark, and they're still bumping into things. So Bezrat Hashem, there's 7 levels of tzaddikim. We want to try being on that path and continue to grow, so that in our old age we'll be looked at as, wow, this person worked on himself throughout his life and he got to a very high level. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashya omer atzah kadosh baruch hu lezakot et Yisrael lefi chachi ba'adam Torah matzah shene'emar Adonai hafetz man tzidko yagdil Torah ve'yadir.